As we're continuing the series here on my favorite lenses, why I use them and how I think you should use them too, but most importantly, what I use them for. Just because I'm a prime shooter doesn't mean I don't focus on my lenses. In fact, it means I focus a little bit more. So we've gone through the 35, we've gone through the 50, and now we're actually going through my favorite portrait lens ever, which is the 85. So I'm using a Sigma 85 1.4 EF version because they don't make RF versions, and I'm shooting on an R6 with a converter mount, a little EF to RF mount, and we're going to kind of talk about why this lens is my favorite portrait lens right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jeramie with Jeramie Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new, subscribe. Video helps me, give it a thumbs up, and then hit that bell. It'll just tell you every time I have a new video. I appreciate the support. Guys, this video is also sponsored by Zenfolio. There is a link and a coupon code in my description that gets you 40% off your first year. If you are a photographer or someone that has a lot of photos or videos, or somebody that even needs a website, Zenfolio is a way to go. I've been using them for 14 years now, and I freaking love them, and they're an amazing company. So I'm happy to support them, and I'm happy that they support me. So guys, here we are, 85 mil. So 85 focal length is far. When I first got this lens, I had a hard time using it every day because I always get so close into people's faces. It's just how I shoot. Like, I'm always really kind of close into people's faces, talking, touching, moving stuff, you know, it's just kind of how I did. 85 forced me to come back a little bit, but I was able to get some amazing portraits even of just the face with this. This is a great lens for dudes on dudes, meaning that if you're a guy and you're shooting a bunch of guys who maybe don't really like that closeness, this is a great way to kind of pull back naturally and get those shots. But what this does at the 1.4 range is it increases the bokeh to a beautiful blurry background. The Sigma does an amazing job on it, and I freaking love Sigma for doing this. I really wish it would start making RF lenses to keep it going with this, so I don't use adapters. But this lens right here gets tack sharp wherever it needs to go, and then everything else blurs out, and it's beautiful. So I actually use these for a lot of portraits, a lot of headshots, especially environmental headshots, where you're shooting kind of outside against like brick buildings, natural light situations, stuff like that. But also for group shots. So if I'm able to shoot at 85 1.4 and pull back, say it's like 5 or 6 dudes, 5 or 6 girls, a family shot or something, it creates this amazing kind of like illusion-y or cartoony backdrop that looks like an oil painting, looks like artist. And if you can edit it correctly, it looks freaking fantastic. In fact, the longer the lens, the more open the aperture, this will occur more likely. But I use these for everything. I mean, I use these for brides, grooms, I use these for kids, I use these for animals. I mean, the 85 is like my portrait lens. If somebody's like, what is a portrait lens? The 85 is a way to go on it. I feel like it's the perfect length to get the shot in. And yeah, it does amazing at what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to show you guys a few images on these. Please let me know if you guys have questions on these. I would say, like any other lens, the sharpest point is going to be 2 stops or 1 stop over the most open aperture. So like 2.0, 2.2 on this lens is going to be the sharpest, although I never have issues on the 1.4 aspect. I just love it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Check out these images and let me know what you think. Tell me if this is your favorite lens or not as well. Hope you guys are having a good one. Bye.